everyone, Josh here, WarGamingNewb Historical, back with another hobby vlog. This time it is the 100th episode of the hobby vlog for the channel. I never thought that 3-4 years ago that I'd ever get to the point where I would have 100 vlogs for hobbying, but I'm glad that we're here, and I appreciate all the support that you guys have continued to give the channel. So I wanted for the 100th episode to be a little bit special. I know I've been talking a lot about Bolt Action 3rd Edition the last several vlogs, and I figure let's continue on with Bolt Action. We're nearing the release of Bolt Action version 3, and I'm very excited about that, so I figured I'm going to focus this month, the month of August, on painting as much Bolt Action as I can so that I have different armies, different forces available once the new rule set comes out. With that said, I did make some progress, and we are only part of the way through the month, so I still have a lot of time to get some more done. That way you guys can also prep for that as well. So in any case, I know that it's been a while since I've done one of these project list updates. I've been pretty busy, and I kind of fell off the wagon, lost my mojo for a little while, and wasn't able to do any hobbying. But Bolt Action 3rd Edition has certainly lit a fire under me, and now I'm back, hopefully on schedule. With that said, again, most of my hobby vlogging will be centered around Bolt Action leading up to 3rd Edition. So hopefully that is something that interests you and that you will enjoy what I have to talk about for the next few vlogs. I want to talk about the project list for August 2024, what I've completed, what I'm still planning to work on, and then we'll go from there. I will show off the miniatures that I painted towards the end of the video. Part of this will be talking head. Apologize for that. I'll try to keep it as short as possible. So, project list, August 2024, Bolt Action Conflict 47. Everything that's bolded is stuff that is primed and ready to be painted. I just need to work on it. So, for the Island Assault, the Pacific campaign, I still need to paint the Japanese Army Support Group, but those are all primed and ready to go. I'm also going to do the US 75mm howitzers so that the Marines have some punch for their forces. I have completed the M4 Sherman, which I can use either for Pacific or for the European theater. For North Africa, I still need to paint the SDKFZ 222, and that would be pretty much it. That's just another vehicle that I need to complete. And then for Soviets, I am trying to come up with a Soviet firefight team. Part of that would be to complete the weapons teams that I bought, and then create an 8-man squad with officer and assistant. But I did complete the Winter Soviets weapons teams, and that's just one less thing I need to worry about. In conjunction with the Soviet weapons teams, the winter one, I did paint the Winter German weapons teams. We're going to see both of those at the end of the video. Black Powder, I've shortened this list for now. I am focusing on Epic Battles ACW. Was able to finish one regiment. I'm working on a second regiment, and then eventually I will fill out the brigade by adding another regiment, as well as like colonels and artillery, and then a cavalry brigade. I did work on some pike and shot. Both Black Powder and pike and shot I'm going to do in a separate, shorter vlog. I just wanted to talk more about Bolt Action on this one. I did complete an infantry regiment for pike and shot for English Civil Wars. I did the King's Lifeguard Regiment. I still have a few more regiments to go before that battalion is finished. And then I want to complete a cavalry battalion box that I have. So I haven't done the unboxing yet. I wanted to paint some of that battalion before I show that off. So keeping it under 5 minutes, let's go ahead and take a look at the miniatures that I painted. All right, here it is. All of the Bolt Action work that I've completed so far in August. Right here, we have the Soviet Winter Weapons Team. We have a US M4 Sherman, and then we have the German Winter Weapons Team. The teams themselves were quite easy to paint. I forgot how easy it was to paint Bolt Action figures, as well as painting the M4 Sherman. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show off each group by itself so that you guys can have a closer look. All right, here is the Soviet weapons team, all assembled and painted. Right here we have the light mortar team, the flamethrower team, and then the sniper team. So what's interesting to note is for the guys with the great coats, I actually had to mix my Vallejo paints in order to get something similar to what they have, that they were wearing during that time. It was a green khaki. Unfortunately, I didn't have a green khaki, so I took a little bit of khaki, Vallejo khaki, and Vallejo green gray, mixed it together to get kind of that greenish khaki. It's not a complete approximation of it, but it looks well enough for me, and I'm happy with the way it turned out. So let's go in a little bit closer. There's the mortar team, and then there's the flamethrower team, and then the sniper team, which was extremely easy to paint considering that their winter snowsuits are pretty much white. All I used was apothecary gray watered down in order to get some of that shading for white. The only thing I really need to do is to finish the rims of the bases in this brown mahogany color, just so that they look complete, and probably put in some tufts in order to approximate some of the foliage during the winter. So I'm going to move on to the winter Germans. And here's the German winter weapons teams all assembled and painted. Here's your Panzerfaust team, your sniper team, and then your flamethrower team. So these guys were easy to paint as well. I actually primed them in Vallejo German uniform, which is kind of that kind of light olive green. And then for anybody with the winter parka, I just painted over with white and used apothecary gray to shade the winter uniform so that it has some shadow and depth. So Panzerfaust team looks pretty cool. The sniper team. For the guys with the bear helmets, I used a camo olive green, like the dark German camo olive green for that, and like the canteens or the gas mask containers, as well as the flamethrower there for that guy. But yeah, pretty simple. Very happy how these turned out. Again, need to finish painting the rims of the bases and then adding some winter foliage, and these guys are fully completed. And finally, the M4 Sherman. I know that this is not winter themed, but I wanted to get a bigger vehicle or model painted and assembled. So this was actually base coated in Army Painter Army Green and then shaded, obviously. I did put some of the decals. I'm not sure if this big star decal was on the rear, but I didn't think that it would fit properly on the front here with all the equipment. Put the flags so we know it's an American Sherman, and then obviously stars on each side, as well as the registry number on the tail end of the Sherman. Again, very easy to paint. Like the splash of color with the tanker up at the top. And yeah, I'm very happy with how this turned out. And that is pretty much it for the 100th vlog for WarGamingNewb Historical. All right, everything back together for the final shot of the vlog. It has been a wonderful journey doing these hobby vlogs. I remember first starting these out 4 years ago, and really not knowing what I would say in these vlogs or whether or not they would actually gain some viewership, but happily you guys have seemed very interested in some of these vlogs, and I'm very pleased to be able to put this content out for you. Let's do another pass through. I love how simple it is to paint bolt action figures. They're certainly a lot easier than painting Napoleonics. You don't have as much detail on these 28mm figures. Although I probably could have gone a little bit more detailed. I'm painting these just for the table, the game table. So from 3 feet away, this is perfect. In any case, if you like this video, go ahead and click like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I appreciate it if you would. Click the bell notification icon to get notified of all new hobby vlog coming out of the channel. And then click the link in the description below to join our Discord server. That's the best way I could personally interact with you and chit-chat you about bolt action and any other game that I cover on the channel. That's it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more hobby vlog from WarGamingNewb Historical.